And one of the areas, of course, that is expected to see significant impacts from this, that is already seeing significant impacts. We saw Paul Murphy getting thrown around by the winds earlier today, and he's joining us live with the latest now from St. Bernard Parish. Paul, how are conditions where you are now?
Katie, we just got some news a short time ago that we've been talking with folks about the possibility that a ferry had gotten loose from its moorings on the Mississippi River. We just confirmed that from Parish President Guy McGinnis. We talked to him a short time ago.
We got a report from our Homeland Security Director, John Wren. He made a phone call to the Coast Guard. There's a ferry, I believe it's the Chalmette ferry. There have been reports that it was the RTA pedestrian ferry that broke loose and is being pushed upstream by the wind, and there's nothing that can be done at this moment, but obviously we got a ferry in the river.
And the RTA pedestrian ferries park right across the river in Lower Coast Algiers, right across from the ferry landing. So right now we are trying to get some more information about that for you from the RTA, which we talked to the spokesperson for the RTA just a short time ago as well, and she's in the process of trying to gather some information about that. So in terms of where that boat is, we know that it is drifting upstream. We know that it's near mile marker 90. What we don't know is how close it is to the levees. I know that some folks on social media have been asking me, is this boat going to ram the levees? Well, we just don't know, and at this point it's some early reporting on this, so we don't want to get ahead of the story here. We're double checking, we're getting some more information from the RTA, and once we get that, we'll be back on the air with that. Now, as for the rest of St. Bernard Parish, if you look behind me, you can see that it is really coming down. The rain is really coming down. We got that sideways rain that you see that are accompanying these tropical hurricane type storms. We were expecting winds of more than 100 miles per hour. You can see across the street there's actually some small branches rolling down the street here. A lot of rain, a lot of wind, and as for the areas of St. Bernard Parish that are outside the levee protection, we're told that the storm surge is coming up. They were expecting the storm surge to be anywhere between 8 and 12 feet. So that would certainly put water back up on the road in places like Delacroix and places like Waclawski and Shell Beach. And that, we're told, is happening at this point. The water has made its way all the way up to the rock dam on the Florissant Highway, and we haven't heard about any water on LA 46 just yet. Inside the levee protection here in St. Bernard, things appear to be holding. Folks are staying home. The only vehicles that we've seen out on the road lately have been sheriff's deputies, so that's a good thing. So it's still watching and waiting to see how much is damage, how many impacts from Ida we're going to see here in St. Bernard. And once that storm moves, the parish government is poised to spring into action and get out there and start clearing up these roads. And we're told that there are some downed trees. There are 3,100 as last count of customers, energy customers without power down here, and that number will likely grow throughout the day. And that's the story here in St. Bernard Parish. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Paul.